I got what you want. Give me all your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need. Under the night sky, I want your eyes.
Hey everybody, how you doing today? I hope you are having a wonderful day. And if you have wanted to know ways to increase your quality leads coming into your business or organization, and maybe you want to do it without ads, well, this is going to be a video for you. And I hope you take one golden nugget that you learned today and go apply it. Because I'll tell you what, I think that's one of the things so many of us are guilty of, is getting into learning all of these great strategies, but they sit there on our shelves. So I want you to make this the year that you're determined every time after you take a class, you learn something, you read something, you find ways to start to apply it into your life. And that's actually how you start getting muscle memory built into your system, your organization, so that every time you go to make that punch, that little move in your business, you're able to just skyrocket. And I know that you're capable of it. So today, let's have a little bit of fun. If you're here with me live, tell me where you're tuning in from. And if you come back on to watch the replay, let me know that you were here too. I always love coming back, reading the comments, and it makes me feel like I wasn't alone while I was live streaming. Also, in the description of the video, if you're tuning in from a Facebook group, if you click on that link to eCamp Connect, it'll allow me to see your picture and username so you don't come across his Facebook user. So, all right. So, who's ready to learn some fun stuff to get those quality leads? I am. I like learning a little bit. But one thing that we're going to do that's maybe a little bit different today, instead of just talking about getting quality leads, this is another area that so many of us are guilty of. I don't care if you're a small little business or you're a Fortune 500 company. So many forget to stay connected with their existing audience, their previous clients. They let it go by the wayside. And if you look at studies from a marketing cost perspective, it costs you less to retain your existing clients, get referrals, build that network, than it does to go pay for ads, trying to find new people, sorting through the masses. So as you go into 2024, consider looking back. Who are some of your previous clients? Who are some of your existing clients? Are you sending them just an invoice? It's not good if you are, but if it is you, we've got some solutions today that will really help you level it up in a simple way, because this stuff doesn't have to be complicated, but it just has to be strategic and really well thought out. So today is going to be about quality leads. We're going to talk about what do you do to create things to get those leads. We're going to talk about communicating, and we're going to talk a little bit on converting. So not so much that one. Hold on one second. Let me get right here, you guys. Let me get with the program. Those other slides are old. You don't need to see those. So a little bit about me, in case you're wondering who's this lady coming on and telling me more stuff about events and marketing. Well, I'm not new to the industry. I've actually worked in events and marketing. Well, worked in it for over 20 years, but I've owned my own agency now for, this is my 18th year. I've been able to do some incredible productions that have been for Fortune 500 companies, nonprofits, startups, including my own startup company. And I've specialized in event design that has helped nonprofits over the course of my career raise millions of dollars. And since COVID, I had to adapt just like all of you and moved from a lot of the in-person and traditional marketing to a more digital hemisphere. And that includes learning how to build funnels. When everything was shut down, I was geeking out. I was learning about software. And that's a benefit to my clients now. Also, AI, automation, content creation, and live streaming. Those became areas I became super obsessed over. And the beautiful thing is now you get to pick my brain when you want to learn something new. But my background, it started a long time ago. 2005, I had launched it was an effort to get more publicity to the company I was starting. I started producing bridal shows. On average, we would have about 50 businesses there, plus all the brides and their people coming through. One of our big events that we did was a $40,000 wedding giveaway. It did allow me to, massively get exposure for my business and all the businesses participating. And my business started scaling incredibly fast. I was doing a regular segment on Sundays, sometimes Saturdays, on ABC 12, giving tips for events and gatherings and all of that fun stuff. I even had opportunity to be on local magazines and so many other things. But eventually, things shifted. My husband got really sick. I had to find ways to stay at home a little bit more because I was raising two little boys who are now in college. And I ended up publishing a magazine called Kudos, which was focused on healthy, happy living. Our distribution peaked at 50,000 readers in mid Michigan. And it was an incredible journey because I was able to connect so many people to resources to help them along their journey for trying to get themselves or loved ones well. And this was a big piece with Hurley Medical Center. We were very honored to highlight so many of their achievements in the community. And even working with Children's Miracle Network, some of these things had to be adjusted during COVID. I could no longer go in person to do these interviews, to shoot these things. So we started doing podcast and interviews. And this is where I really started learning the power of live streaming and video. I always liked video, but the live streaming thing brought a new element. And throughout this whole journey, it's been about taking baby steps for success. And I'm hoping to share some of that with you today. So if you want to learn a little bit more about lead magnets, say, lead magnets, let's go. So I'm going to say hi to just a couple of people. The feds, what did you say? The feds will likely ban TikTok. Yeah, I'm not surprised though. I'm really not surprised, man. Good to see you here, by the way. They've been talking about this for a long time. We won't get into it so much here, but you guys should research. And the truth is all of the social medias are gathering all of our information. The difference is TikTok's owned by a Chinese company, and all of the companies in China are owned, operated by the Communist Chinese Party. So, where does that leave you? But we've got even bigger problems than TikTok, and hopefully, some of our leadership will start to think about that. But let me say hi to a couple other people. We have Facebook user in Southern Arizona. How nice! All right, it's a little chilly here today, so I'm a little envious of you. You probably don't have to wear a coat when you go outside, right? And then Pearly Whites. So good to see you. So we got a little Pittsburgh, a little Philadelphia in the house. We're all over the United States today. And that's the beautiful thing about your business model is we have the ability to reach so many people and not leave your office or your home wherever you're working from. But you still got to get out there and find a way for people to connect with you, and that is really what lead magnets are about, a way for you to have your business or service stand out in an extraordinary way. And so often we talk about this, what, wrong finger, this 101 strategy, of, how do you do it? What are you doing? All of the steps to make your project a great success. But before you do any of that, you have to make sure that you're talking with the right people, you're connecting with the right people. And that's one of the main purposes of lead magnets. So today, I want to talk to you a little bit about, connecting with quality leads, because you can get like a whole bunch of leads, but guess what? If they're not a good fit for your business or looking for your products or goods or your services, you're spinning your wheels. So let's look at a couple different things that maybe you haven't thought of to help you connect and, grow your group, create credibility, and like I was saying before, staying connected. And that includes with your existing clients and your past clients. Don't forget them. Quit going constantly after I need more, 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 more. Are you sustaining what you've already created? And there may be times, I can tell you from experience, that some of your past clients will no longer be a good fit. It could be new leadership, new management, new values, new processes on how they operate. Or there's just some clients that are bad clients and they can hold you back. So those aren't the ones that we're talking about. We're talking about the ones that you've made a connection with, you created results with. We want to help you get back in there, create the transformation, maybe to the next level. Maybe they can refer you to people. So that's what this is going to be about. But one of the things that has become a really powerful tool for me personally is using Unipro. And with this little software, the cool thing is it automates a lot of these tasks, including, let's say you want to, reconnect with your existing clients, or you're trying to find new opportunities, new leads. By using software that will automate a lot of these redundant things, like sending direct messages to people, going into different groups to network and connect with people, and then tracking those things. So, in this case, this is software that you can go, instead of using the software, you can just go rogue, do it yourself. But as you start growing and doing these lead magnets, you're going to need to find either people or software that can help you leverage the time that you have properly. And for me personally, the Unipro it has helped tremendously. And even filtering out, who are some people that are in your existing network that you have been friends with on Facebook that have never engaged in your content? Probably quite a few, especially if you're doing networking. So there's going to be times you have to go and clean up those lists, get rid of some old friends, and bring in new friends and leads, because that does impact your algorithm. We're not going to talk about this a lot today, but the one thing that I want you to know is, with Facebook, when you post something, they show your post to the first so many people. If they engage in it, it's an indication this is good content. Show it to a bigger batch and a bigger batch, and they keep repeating it. But if you keep showing your content to your existing leads that are yuck and they're not engaging, it's impacting you. So you need to be aware of this, because it is a two-step dance. It's not just do what you want, right? All right, so let's get back into it. If you want to go check out Unipro, you can go to Elizabeth Morosco. Let me move this over here. ElizabethMorosco.com/Unipro, and you can see a little demo on that. But some of the things it does help you do, you can see in that little list, from your welcome messages to connecting and networking. But this is the other thing with your lead magnet. You can't just create it. You've got to find ways to create it and communicate it and get it out there to the masses. It's where software like the Unipro can help you. And I mean, in terms of, don't just post it. What are you doing to post that particular thing, and then to kind of bring eyes to it without running ads? And here's some things that you should be looking at regularly doing, including creating maybe a timeline weekly of each task that will happen to promote that lead magnet. You can't just throw it up on social media once and think it's going to happen. It won't. Learn the steps of the algorithm, dance with the algorithm so that it will work for you, right? So, for instance, let's say that you have your lead magnet, it's going out there, you want to promote it. Instead of just promoting it online, in one post, find ways, for instance, using the Unipro software. Let's say that you went back. I'm going to give you an example actually for today, for this training that we did here today. I sent out, I set up a little event notice, hey, we're going to do this training today. And then I made a couple of posts on my personal profile, like, hey, who would like to know about, lead magnets? Another one was, hey, who would like to know about, getting quality leads, staying connected with your clients, and reducing your workload by 20 hours a month. So I was putting teasers out there to find out who would want this. And they were saying, yeah, I like this. I like this idea. So you take note of who are those people. The beautiful thing, Unipro does that because they have a prospecting feature that you can track all the people who are interested in that particular item. And then following up with your direct messages like, hey, we're doing that training today. Do you want a link? Or, hey, I have that free worksheet PDF. Where should I send the link? Do you have an email? Things like that are natural conversations. It's kind of funny because we often come online and we go into this robot phase. And it could be, the jitters of talking in front of the camera, but it could also be just like getting too stiff and too formal. These are people, you're a human being, even though Elon Musk wants to implant stuff into our brain, we're still 100% organic human, right? But you've got to find ways to act more lifelike, like you're engaging with a real prospect. Like, hey, where do you want me to send that? Use conversational tones so people can connect with you and really build that trust. So it's not just getting a lead magnet in their hands, they're experiencing you. They're feeling, what would it be like to work with you, right? It does make a little bit of sense. All right. Oh, we got the fabulous Shayna Stockman. Boom, boom, boom. Are you on X? Is that what you're saying? You went over to Twitter? That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm broadcasting to multiple places today. We are in a couple places in Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter. And we're on LinkedIn. I'm making it over to LinkedIn. I've been neglecting that. I'm working on that this year. So let me say hello to a couple more people. We have somebody from sunny California. Yay! We love that sunshine in California. Facebook user, you're looking gorgeous. Keep telling me lies. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we love these tips. Okay, I send personal messages in DM. That's awesome. That's how you can stay connected. And that Unipro software makes it so easy because you can pre-program in advance what are all the direct messages you're sending out there. It spits it out. If we have time at the very end, I might give you a demo. And if you stick around to the very end, you guys, I have a very advanced Facebook strategy that can show you how to snag leads from your competitors and also even see who are some of the people that are stalking some of your events and how you can connect with them so they don't have to stalk and they can just come be a part of what you're doing. And I'm going to do that at the end, so stay tuned, okay? All right, so I love you are sharing this. Well, I love that you love it. That makes me happy. And if you guys go to the top of the description of this video and click on the link for eCam, I'll be able to see your username. Oh, you're broadcasting on Twitter. Yes. Oh, it's Jody, the fabulous Jody. She just finished up an amazing workshop on financial success and wisdom. You did a great job, too. That was really well done. Okay, so let's get back into it so I don't start chasing down squirrels looking for the next thing. But this is the big thing I want you to take away is remember, you've got to find ways to promote that lead magnet in your blog, through email, talking about it on podcasts, bringing it up through Instagram. Leverage all of that stuff. All right, I can see you now, Jody. Woo woo. Yeah, thanks for pushing that button. Get it, girl. So understanding you can't just create the lead magnet. You got to create something fabulous that they want, and then you've got to promote it, and then find ways where you can cross promote it. Where, for instance, with your email, you might have an opportunity to send all of your leads to a link that's on Facebook to view a certain video, right? And that video could be your lead magnet. Well, if you're doing that, we're going to call it brownie points. You get brownie points from Facebook because you directed people off of Facebook to come back onto Facebook. All of these platforms, their goal is simple: to keep people on their platform as long as possible. If you're helping them do that, you're a good guy. You're not helping them do that, they don't like you. That's why it's not helpful to have external links going to redirect people off Facebook. They're not going to like it. So just remember that, okay? All right. So going a little bit further, let's get into some of the fun stuff. And this is kind of it. And if you want, take a screenshot of this, because these are sort of the steps of creating a lead magnet and getting it out there. You've got to create your lead magnet. You're going to have to create a funnel so you can capture all the leads that are wanting that lead magnet, right? If people are your fan or follower on Facebook, they're not your contact. They're just not. And give me 1 second here. Let me fix my, oh, there we go. But they're not your contacts. So you got to remember that. So you've got to create your lead magnet. That could be brainstorming it, writing it, creating it. You've got to create your funnels to be able to capture all of those names that are coming through. And then you also have to do things like create your video, whether it's to deliver your promo or maybe the video is your actual lead magnet that you're doing. You've got to find a way to share this great content. And this isn't the time to do a sales pitch necessarily with your lead magnet. This type of video is a chance for you to get out there and deliver value, and that needs to be the focus. Deliver the value to establish that connection, build authority, build credibility, and going back in and repurposing it. So that long format video, why let it sit there? Go back in, create video shorts so that you can share it on YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, Stories, TikTok, if it's still there, right, Matt? All of those things, but it takes time. And then going back in and communicating that actual lead magnet, distributing it to all of those people. So somebody might have signed up for it. That's step one. How are you going to deliver it? That's another step you got to think of. So when you start looking at what are the amount of hours that it takes to do all of these things, I mean, really think about it. So if you're building a lead magnet, and let's say that, it's a brief presentation, either on a PDF or a video, it's going to take anywhere from 5 to 10 hours. If you go really high level pro, it could be 20, 30, 40 hours, even more. It depends on the value of it. Like, how much are you putting into that lead magnet? You can do a quick PDF, but is that building authority? Is that building credibility where people trust you and it showcases how fabulous your business is? Probably not. So if you got to do different things that show that you're at this professional level, it's going to take time. You can't do it in 5 minutes. And I think that this is one of the disservices that a lot of entrepreneurs online are doing. I think there's a lot of BSing going on of, I work 2 days a week and I blah, blah, blah. I don't know how they can do that. I mean, unless you have a powerful team who is pumping out everything for you is not realistic. Just meeting with your accountant is going to take time every year. So I don't understand this. And I want you guys to get a grip, because sometimes people are not telling you the truth of how much time it takes to do things. And I think it's important so that you're not wondering, well, why is this taking me a week? Well, it takes time. Fortunately, AI and other resources are allowing us to do it really fast, but you've got to be willing to try different things to help you save time. So for instance, automation, and it could be things like the Unipro thing that I just showed you a little while ago, that can help send out direct messages, deliver some of those lead magnet assets. But also, AI is incredibly powerful, and it has helped me in some areas of my business reduce my workload by 50% or more, 80% or more. But it's not completely able to replace you. And the people that are doing this quick fancy thing of, I'm going to just run it through AI. And my clients will tell you, I tell them this all the time. They're probably sick of me. What I tell them is, go create your awesome thing, feed it into AI, improve your content through that format. You've got to be willing to infuse that human factor and not rely solely on AI. One of the mistakes a lot of people are going to make this year, and I'm already seeing it, is creating, whether it's content or emails or whatever, directly through AI. They're not putting the human factor in there of their own personalized touch, and they're starting to sound like a robot. How many emails are you having come through that say, I hope your day's off, and it's like the same intro? You've got to find ways to bring a fluid voice, your voice, into the assets that you're creating, and it cannot be just what AI says. So who hears me on that? Who hears me on that? I'd love to know, are you currently using AI for your business? I would love to know. Jody said, I love that you're sharing this, and I have been hearing others. It does not seem to get me more of those results. Yeah. And then she wrote, I agree, it does not sound like me. Gotcha. So, but doing this daily, 5 minutes, sharing a nugget of what I have authority in, I realized I may make a sale instead of showing. But, yeah, and you know what? That's the thing, is when you're doing like these little 5 minute connections, like over time they accumulate, and then people start to get to know you and trust you more. And you wrote, this is where the February daily mini webinar, oh, where that was. Okay, but I didn't set up to collect emails. Yeah, you gotta do that. You gotta do that. And if you do get in a pickle, like let's say that you don't have a funnel set up, you don't have time, you don't have, the resources or the staff to build it, you can even do things like a call to action. If you're interested in this, send me a direct message or comment below. But it is this week when Facebook went down, and this happens, it happens. It's not the first time, it won't be the last. But these should serve as gentle reminders on the importance of having email so that you can stay connected. And we have a really cool strategy that we use to help redirect people to different places in case there is an outage or down or something like that. You can still get in there with them. Jody, one more time, you said, I love your emails. I got one today and it sounded so intimate, personal, and different from all the others. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, what I do, like in that case, is I'll write like the brief of what I want and then ask it to clean it up. And I'm really grateful for Grammarly, because I do not have the best eyes. I have really bad stigmatism, and some other things with our family genetics with our eyes, but Grammarly has saved me so many times. But I still make hiccups. We're all human. We're learning. We're learning along the way. All right, so let's get in a little bit further onto, the pro content creators is another way where you bring people in to actually create your content for you. And one of the other time savers is repurposing your content. Hey, you, how many awesome pieces of content and video do you have sitting in your storage that could be great short videos? Maybe go back and look at that. You might find a video that's a half hour long. You splice it up and you get 20 little videos. And those can be things that you're using to promote your lead magnet, to attract people in. So they say, what is this girl or guy got? What do they got going on? I need to know. And it's important because you've got to find ways to keep building these connections. This is the whole bottom line right here. This is what it's about, is finding ways to build these connections and really create a sense of leadership from your business. And this could be as simple as, your lead magnet and then them coming into your hemisphere, but then getting into some of the things like, a client-centered community. A lot of you may have Facebook groups, which is wonderful, but your client-centered community, it could be in person, it could be on a website. There's a lot of different ways that you can create this environment where clients who are interested in what you're doing can easily connect with you. And it doesn't have to be hard. It does not have to be something scary either. But there's something incredible when you have like-minded people coming into your hemisphere and sharing wisdom and sharing insight that maybe isn't available in other groups. And I'm sure that we've all witnessed this. Like when you encounter a group that's all interested in the same topic you're interested in, something incredible happens. There's like an excitement because whether you want to call it geeking out about technology or flowers or antiques or, a process or a new software, it's invigorating. In fact, when I worked at Ford, I'll tell you one of my geeky stories. When I worked at Ford Motor Company, at one point I was designing databases for them. I worked in technical marketing for advanced electronics. It was in prototype, but I was designing these databases. And so I used to program in Unix and stuff like that. So I used to be a big geek in the 90s. I kind of simmered it down. I couldn't do it now. But one of my dear, dear friends, Ruth, was an even bigger geek than I was. And I think it was Monday nights, Allie McBeal, we would literally go pick up our Thai food, come hang out at my condo, and geek out and program an SQL, structured query links, for like 3 hours. And, probably drink a little bit and et cetera, and just be stupid. But the beautiful thing was she had that same excitement, even bigger than mine, on SQL and database, programming. And it was exciting. We both like, the element of the statistics and analyzing the numbers. But other people like that maybe just wanted to do, shopping would have thought this is boring. But it wasn't boring for us because we were like-minded and pumped up about that topic. And that's what you need to do. Create an environment where people are pumped up about your topic and moving beyond just a general conversation. So know that you have the ability to create that environment where like-minded people want to gather. And this is where you start getting into the real quality leads, but you've got to protect it. I cannot tell you how many people will randomly come in. I have several Facebook groups, but they'll just like post random crap that has, it's like out of nowhere. It's not connected. It's not, it's not going to work. So you've got to protect that community that you create so it doesn't become spam fest. It becomes an environment where you can nurture those leads and really cultivate relationships. That's what the lead magnet's about. Creating a hook, people come in, and then you work on creating those relationships. So, understanding that and then creating this personalized connection instead of just talking to the masses, creating things that are personalized is going to be key. Some people have called this, they were predicting this back in the 90s of what's called mass customization, meaning everybody wants to have their own personalized version of something, but it needs to be done at a mass scale. There's things that you can do now between all the technology that's available to help you really create that personalized connection. And that's where automation can be very powerful, whether you're talking about the Unipro software or let's say that you get into like email sequencing. I was using Active Campaign for quite a while. It was pretty good. But being able to have that software go through and create these communication pieces and allow you to move beyond just ordinary. And this is one of the key things too is you got to move beyond just sending out an invoice to these leads or to your existing clients or just only showing up for the ask. How many of you are connecting with your existing clients and it's above and beyond just here's your invoice or hey, do you want to buy this? Here's your invoice, you want to buy it. Here's your invoice, you want to buy it. You sound like everybody else. Why aren't you building friendships, sending gifts, sending helpful things? You know, I always find this mind blowing. Let me know what you think about this. Is sometimes you'll see a company, like I'm making this up off the top of my head, but it's pretty accurate. Like let's say AT&T. You have AT&T and then they have this awesome promo. If you're a new person, come get this promo. You get it for nothing. You get it dirt cheap. But if you're an existing client, you're going to pay a top price and we don't care about you and you get nothing. Do you see this? Let me know what you think because I see it all the time with different marketing and I think why not reward your existing clients? Like you've been with us for 15 years. I've got something special for you. You've done all this business for you with us. I'm going to do something for you I've never done before. Does that make sense to you? Because I got to tell you, that little move was something that helped me with my business because when I would have a customer that was coming to me year after year after year, you can betcha they were getting bonuses that other people weren't. And they deserved it. They deserved it. They consistently showed up. They came back. I had a rapport with them. I started becoming vested in what they were trying to accomplish because it just felt good. You know, it was like win win because I now have this interest in this business because I've developed a relationship with them. So it makes sense. So those are some things for you to think of. You know, don't be like some of the big Fortune 500 companies where you stick it to the loyal customer and then you embrace the new ones. Kind of sounds like our government, doesn't it? It's a topic for another day. I won't go there. Okay, moving on. Okay, so one of the things that I do have for you, if you are interested, is Kudos Journey. We have created a package that's all about you being able to create all these leads, do all of these steps, create your lead magnet, create a funnel, create a video that's professionally done that helps you really get your voice out there, create video snippets, and even some really cool strategies to help you connect with those leads, get the conversation going even afterwards, and throw a little bit of love on your current clients, not just the new clients, right? And it does make sense. It should be simple. So I want to give you a little sample of this is something that we did for, this is one of our clients, Abby Park of Grand Blanc. And in this particular case, this is our latest kudos that came out. We created this digital magazine, and it is connected with all kinds of hyperlinks to take you right to their website. So, like, as soon as you click there, but then check this out. Oh, I don't know if this audio is going to come through. Hold on. We're going to try this. This is, oops. Let's try this really quick. See if the audio comes through. Let me know if the audio comes through. Oops. So, it has a video that pops up. Let me see. Is it? No, I think my audio's not coming through right now. Sorry about that. But what the whole system allows you to do is integrate videos right into it. It can be some of these short videos. And we've included this incredible content that would be interesting to families that are, 45 and up, seniors, their adult children, people who want to be focused on healthy, happy living. And even this, we infuse, it's not working right now, but videos that play through, and then great ways for them to add their ads and create this real connection. And the beautiful thing is each time that this magazine comes out, Abbey Park has a great spot for them to put their cover letter to promote whatever is their latest upcoming marketing objective. It could be, you know, getting new people over onto your fan page. It could be, so many other things. But the whole point of the kudos piece is to help eliminate all of those hours of creating a lead, of trying to connect with new people, doing the funnel, doing the videos. So we've created something that literally is a all-in-one drop spot for you to literally just plug and play. So it makes it super, super easy. Let me show you this really quick. And this comes back to an opportunity if you want to get on board. Actually, let me change this website. If you want to get on board with this particular promo that we're running, you would go to, I'm typing this in right now as we're talking, kudosjourney.com/leads. There we go. There we go. That's the right website. But if you want to sign up, you can go over there. And this is going to be an opportunity for you to stay on top of mind with your existing clients, a way to have video infused into your marketing strategy that's professionally done, and also to be able to get in there, maximize your exposure, attract new prospects. And it does include more than just a simple little lead magnet. This is literally everything that you need to win big, including training, support, and resources in a personal consultation. And Kudos is not new. We've been around. My agency's been around since 2005. I launched Kudos Magazine in 2013. I can't believe how fast time is coming. But the whole point of this opportunity is for you to be able to create some great connections and find ways to really supercharge your voice in the community that you're creating. So the package that we have available for you today starts at just $500 a month. The full package it's $1,500, and it's going to give you 3 months of exposure. So that's three different magazines, three of these all bundled together, and one video session where we help you create a professional video that you can use to promote your lead magnet and also to be able to repurpose and stay connected. The whole thing is incredibly priced, because normally if you were to hire me to come out, do a live stream for you and set up all of the scenes, our starting point is $1,000. So you're getting all of that plus so much more, including the ability to work with a team who is very familiar with events and marketing. So you're not going to have to do it on your own. You're not going to get stuck feeling like I don't know where to go, for the next step. I don't know what to do. I'm going to help you through all of those different things. So, but the big thing is you just got to be willing to create something new and either identify, hey, I can do this on my own and these are the steps, or jump on board with a team that can really help you power up to this next level. And if you think about it, if you have that package in there and you're producing one of those things every single month, and the video and the lead magnet and the funnel, and let's say that it takes you a total of, and I'm going to under guess for all that, let's say that it takes you 2 weeks to put all this stuff together. So that's 80 hours roughly. So let's do $500 a month divided by 80 hours. Can you even hire anybody for that price in the United States? You can't. 625 an hour. You can't. You can't. But this sort of package is possible because we're creating a group of people that are coming together working on a powerful lead magnet. But one of the things that's really cool is we're a small boutique agency. So I don't have 5,000 clients that are tossing the same thing around. I don't. And I don't want to have 5,000 clients. I like working with smaller groups of people, maybe up to 50 businesses for one project, but that's a lot. I would rather work with a small group of business, create something stellar that we're sharing. And why that's important is because you're not going to send out a magazine, a digital magazine or a lead magnet that everyone on the internet's using, you know? It's a smaller group. So it gives you that chance to stand out like this is your baby, not this is my baby that 5,000 other of us have adopted, you know? Community is good, but you also have to have a little bit of that individuality. And the magazine allows you to have that professional front of something done very um, bright and cheerful that highlights your business, and then a place for you to highlight what you're doing. So doing a simple letter. And the cool thing is you don't even have to do the letter on your own. I even help my clients write all their copy. So how does that sound to you? An opportunity to join in on something where you've got a whole team working for you for basically $500 a month to create your lead magnet, to help you set up your sales funnel, to help you with your video, to help you repurpose the video, to help you with strategies that you don't even know about, that we haven't even talked about, and to do it in an environment that is, safe and supportive. It's kind of cool. So I'm going to show you one last thing because we're pushing it a little bit. We're about to hit that 1 hour mark, but I want to show you. This is an extremely advanced Facebook strategy, but this will bring in 20 to 30 highly targeted leads for you every single day if you do it. Now, I'm going to map it out showing you how I do it using the software Unipro. But what I want to say to you is, especially when you're first starting up, it's very expensive to buy all the software. It's very expensive. So I'm going to show you how you can do this, and you can also do this manually. It just takes a little bit of time. Don't get upset. That's all right. Eventually get your business growing and flowing, and then you can go buy the fancy schmancy software. But even if you don't have it, you can use this strategy. So let's dig into that real quick, okay? All right. So this is, let me see if I can move my camera off of there. Get my face off there so we can squeeze in. Okay, so this is the thing. When you go through your Facebook events, starting from your personal profile, go back through, scan through the events you've been invited to, okay? And I want you to look at events that would likely be a place that your target client would hang out. Where are they going? Would they go to that kind of event? And if it looks like it's appealing, I want you to dig in a little bit further, open up that event, and then create a list of all of the people that attended that event. And you may find a lot of them are your friends. Some of them may be potential people that you could bring into your hemisphere. But doing all this, the way that I do is I use Unipro and I automate all of it, including the final step, which is starting a conversation. So let me just go over this again really quick. Find the events that you've been invited to on your Facebook news feed. Go through your events. The second step is look at events that you've been invited to or even hosted that your ideal client would be interested in. Create a list of everyone that attended that event. And if it looks like it would be, a prospect who, maybe they're interested in, financial services and they attend this financial workshop, go through it and then find out like, hey, maybe they need your lead magnet. Send them a friend request, build up that rapport. Just don't go in and do the slimy, spammy stuff of, hey, how you doing? Buy my stuff. Or commenting on that person, join my group. No, cultivate the relationships, have a little bit of etiquette so that you can feel good about what you're doing. And yeah, we've showed that before, but this is something that can really help you connect with people that are already interested in what you're selling. It just makes sense. It's similar to, um, Facebook lookalike ads where they're targeting some of those people that are in that description of what you're sharing. That event is going to be a easy flag to identify, oh, people that are interested in this would attend this particular event. So go through, identify who are those people and who are some potential prospects for you. So, and have fun and get those lead magnets out there and put your best foot forward. Do complete excitement of content that you would love to receive or a lead magnet, something that you would love to receive. Stop doing the quickie PDF just to say that you have a lead magnet. Create something that's sustainable and people look forward to getting from you. And you're going to build your reputation off of that. All right, you guys, for today, that is about all that I have. But I hope that you got something out of it. And just each day, do a little bit for your business and do stuff for yourself too to feel good and get that going. Jody wrote, also, what do you use to upload your video that will help create some small bites? Um, so two things that I've been using Descript for a long time. I love it for editing the shorts. It does have a lot of the AI features, including like getting your eyes, if you're looking off screen, to rotate where your eyes are looking at the camera. It easily allows you to convert landscape videos to the portrait shape videos, so horizontal to vertical. And one of the things that I really love, because I do software editing or video editing with Final Cut Pro. I used to use Adobe Premiere, but Descript is super easy because the editing is done on the text. It transcribes the video. And I know it sounds goofy, but by being able to edit through the text on the screen instead of the film clip, it's incredibly easy because sometimes it can be like you get like a little time slot that it's hard to cut off, when you're editing just off film. Um, so Descript, I think, is great. There's another one that, oh my gosh, I was just on it with Ecamm. It's going to pop up. I think it's called Scenery. Scenery. They're doing some really cool things too. You might want to check that out. So yeah, and there's so many. They just keep popping up, but those are the two that I've been checking out. And then you wrote, as I use StreamYard I have my videos, but I have to go and listen to it all to find the breaks. Is there a program? Yeah, use Descript. Descript is just awesome. Oh, I remember Ally McBeal. Yeah, good old days. That was back in the 90s. It's kind of fun. That's where she had that little um, imaginary baby that kept popping in her head. It's kind of funny. All right. It's been a wonderful day. I'm so grateful that you took your time, one of your most precious assets, and you shared it with me today. So I hope that you did get something that can help your business flourish. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Make sure that you enjoy each day and all of the goodness that it holds. But be good, be happy, and most definitely be blessed. Bye, guys.